we'll be starting with the first lesson of your biology syllabus, that is Reproduction in Organisms. This lesson has been divided into 3 parts. The first part is the introductory part, which you've already done. In this part, we'll cover the lifespan and the various phases of the lifespan of an organism. In the second part, we'll discuss the various types of reproduction exhibited by different groups of organisms. And in the third part, we'll be studying some special cases of unique reproductions. So we'll start lifespan. Now, lifespan is the period from birth to natural death of the organism. We can represent the lifespan as a single straight line which starts with birth and ends with death. Now this straight line is divided into 3 parts: the juvenile phase, the reproductive phase, and aging and senescence. Now the critical phase in this entire lifespan is the reproductive phase, because the reproductive phase is significant for survival of the organism. With death, the organism's life finishes, ends. In order to ensure that the organism does not go extinct, it has to reproduce. So reproduction can be defined as production of individuals of the same species by an organism, production of individuals similar to itself. Now, juvenile phase is preparatory phase for the process of reproduction. So during this phase, the organism undergoes vegetative growth, develops its organs, gathers resources in order to be able to reproduce. Thus, juvenile phase facilitates the process of reproduction. During the aging and senescence phase, we call retrogressive development. Retrogressive means in reverse order. Everything that would have occurred during the juvenile phase occurs in reverse order during aging and senescence. So organs lose their ability to function gradually. Cells begin to die due to aging. So we have 2 terms, aging and senescence. Aging, the term is time based, while senescence is development based. So if we say that the organism is aging, means the number of years that it has lived has become very high. It is closer to the end of its lifespan. Senescence means the organs have begun to deteriorate in quality and functioning. Now, is there any correlation between the size of the organism and the lifespan, the length of the lifespan? No. Some organisms which are very small may have a larger lifespan, while some organisms which are very large in size may have a smaller lifespan. Then there are organisms which are similar in size, but their lifespan may be different. For example, mango and peepal. The tree size is almost same, but the lifespan of mango is short, while that of a peepal tree is very long. Similarly, among the animals, you've seen a tortoise. It's very small, but its lifespan is 100 to 150 years, whereas a crocodile, whose lifespan is 60 years, is much larger in size. Now, we have a very important group of organisms known as unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium. You've studied about them in your 11th class. They belong to the group known as Protista and Monera. That is the prokaryotic unicellular organism like bacteria and the eukaryotic unicellular organisms like amoeba and paramecium. Now, do you have any idea about the lifespan of these unicellular organisms? Well, they never die. We can call them immortal. If they divide, they form 2 different organisms, none of which are dead. So one organism forming 2 new organisms. Resultant, the organism itself becomes immortal. So this is a mathematical question for you. Unicellular organisms divide or multiply. So biology is the only science where division and multiplication are one and the same. Now, what is the significance of reproduction, we've already covered this, the continuity of species. And that is why reproduction is the most critical phase of lifespan of an organism. So a few questions on the topics that we have covered. Which are the 3 phases of lifespan of an organism? Which is the most critical phase of lifespan and why? Why are unicellular organisms known as immortal? Please write the answers in your copies and we'll go through them once we have finished this video. Thank you.